What's up guys, Nick with Achapas. Today we're hiking Cactus to Clouds.
Rated one of the hardest day hikes in America by Backpacker magazine, we set out to tackle Cactus to Clouds. The trail starts at the desert of Palm Springs and climbs to the San Jacinto Peak and has the greatest elevation gain of any trail in the United States. We grabbed a motel in downtown Palm Springs and had an early wake-up call to get on the trail at 3 a.m. We grabbed our headlamps as we would be hiking the first 3 hours in the dark and started at the museum trailhead on the Skyline Trail heading up to the San Jacinto Peak. The trail was pretty well marked, but there were a few sections where we had to pull out our downloaded maps to make sure we were heading the right direction. There's no water on the trail for 8 miles, so make sure you're very well prepared and in shape to do this brutal hike. We made good time and made it to the first rescue station right before the sunrise.
If I could stay inside this lucid dream, where everything is exactly as it seems.
Threw on our rain gear, coming up into the cloud coverage. 90% chance of snow today. Here we go.
5 miles in, you'll see a painted rock pointing back to Palm Springs. Stay on the trail and keep heading up towards Long Valley. 7.4 miles in, you'll reach Rescue Box 2.
Starting to snow.
This section has some great views into the Chino Canyon to the right. It was such an experience to see the sunrise and have to go through rain and snow and even see an awesome rainbow on this trail. The next 2 miles to Grub Notch were the steepest and the most fun to experience.
Yo, we're about a mile from the tram. Snow's real.
The steepest section of the trail comes as you pass Kaufman's Crag. Make sure to follow the trail as it turns left. We made it to Grub's Notch and we're excited to walk on flat land. We stopped at the ranger station and they advised us to not summit the peak during these conditions.
How you doing? Are you cold?
No.
After taking the ranger's advice, we decided to make our way to the tram station to meet up with the rest of our group and grab some hot coffee. I was disappointed that we weren't going to be able to summit the San Jacinto Peak, but it's always better to be safe than sorry.
If I could stay inside this lucid dream, where everything is exactly as it seems, I wouldn't.
We hung out at the tram station for a couple hours and enjoyed some hot coffee and cold beer before taking the tram back down to Palm Springs. You'll have to purchase a ticket to ride the tram and it will drop you off at a different location than the Palm Springs Museum trailhead. This really was one of the hardest and one of the most epic day hikes I've ever done.